Hello, everyone. It's Charlton, and this is worth watching for sure. I watched Laura Ingraham earlier tonight play a segment of this, actually, and the other segment's on another website. I'll play it in a second. But this interview with Sam Nunberg, who I don't really know that well. I think I've seen him once or twice earlier. He was a campaign advisor to Trump for a very short period of time. In fact, Trump fired him twice, where he had given some bad advice about doing an interview with BuzzFeed after Trump did the interview with BuzzFeed, which turned out to be a disaster. He fired him, and then he brought him back on. I think Roger Stone had convinced Trump to bring him back on. He's an associate of Roger Stone. I think a friend of his too. So earlier in the day, he had refused to. He said he wasn't going to comply with Robert Mueller. It's Robert, right? Robert Mueller's, subpoenas and stuff like that, which he has no choice. He can't just refuse. And he's finally come around to that idea. But I don't know. He did a series of interviews, and this was, I think, his last interview of the day. Erin Burnett actually flat out just, asks him. She says, "I smell alcohol in your breath," because apparently the White House. She brings this up, has distance themselves from this person, and said he may have an issue with drugs and alcohol. And she says, "I smell it," and he denies it and stuff like that. Okay, so here's the interview. It's pretty crazy for sure.
Or for someone else. And I asked that very specifically. Okay, Susan McDougal, I don't know if you remember her, right? But she was involved, was involved in the Whitewater investigation, right? She did not comply with a grand jury subpoena.
Yeah.
She went to prison for 18 months.
Mueller's not going to send me to prison for this. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Carter Page. I never spoke to Carter Page in my life.
Well, then why wouldn't you be happy to provide your communications if there aren't any?
Because I'm not going to go over when I have 15 emails a day with Roger Stone
and Steve Bannon
and have to spend 80 hours.
Okay, but what I don't understand
is
what? You could go to prison for this, okay? And if the communications do not show collusion with the Russians,
right?
Why wouldn't you just go in and testify about them? What do they show that you're so embarrassed of?
They show nothing that I'm so embarrassed. You know what but I don't believe.
You said earlier that you talk about people that you hate. So
okay,
are there disparaging things? You're just embarrassed. You were talking smack about others, or what?
No, that's not the reason. What I don't like, and this is a separate issue, is that I always find, Erin, that there are two separate rules for Republicans and Democrats. Mm-hmm. Why did they not ask Hillary Clinton and Hillary Clinton's folks to produce these emails?
And perhaps they will, but I mean, I know you've been bringing that point up today.
And I think it's ridiculous.
That would be a separate investigation.
And I think it's ridiculous.
Okay, that would, and fine, you can talk about that. But right now, we're talking about the specific investigation about Donald J. Trump.
Once again, Donald Trump did not collude with the Vladimir Putin is too smart to collude with Donald Trump.
Do you currently have a lawyer?
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, I have a very good lawyer, Patrick Brackley.
Okay, what has Patrick told you? Is he happy about all these
interviews
you've been doing today?
About the interviews, no, and he didn't know about any of this until I did it. And what happened was that I had a 3 p.m. deadline, Erin, and I was going
to respond to Mueller.
But they sent this to me on Friday. Who am I? Am I some crook? Once again, Trump fired me within 6 weeks of the campaign. By the way, after I saved him, when he criticized McCain. That was Roger and me. But in any event,
did you respond? I just want to be clear here. 3 p.m. So did you hit the deadline before 3 p.m. and you told him no?
No. I started looking at it.
You had a deadline and you didn't.
I started looking at this. Mm-hmm. I started going over my emails. And it was like, this is ridiculous. What do I have to hand over all my emails to a federal investigator?
And here's the part where she asks him, what I'd say. Such a turkey. Here's the part where she says, "I smell alcohol on your breath," and so it's crazy.
About what people in the White House were saying about you.
Yeah,
talking about whether you were drinking or on drugs or whatever they had happened today. Talking to you, I have smelled alcohol on your breath.
Well, I have not had a drink.
You haven't had a drink, so that's
No.
not.
No.
So I just, because it is the talk out there. Again, I know it's awkward. Let me just give you the questions. You can categorically answer them. No, you haven't had a drink today.
My answer is no. I have not.
Anything else?
No.
No.
No. Besides my meds.
Okay.
Antidepressants. Is that okay?
No, I mean, I'm not. I'm just trying to understand.
Well, look. They
what
can say
happened today.
They can say whatever they want. I don't really care. Once again.
Okay. You know, I don't know this dude, and he may be going through something right now, but it doesn't matter. You know, whether it's this, it's Amorosa, you know, it's just fun, you know, and it's not as though the Trump presidency is just all, you know, fun. He's doing lots of serious things too, like extremely serious, good things too. But there's this as well, and there's just nothing like it, man. It's just absolutely, completely, it's entertainment. Um, it's the lighter side of politics, and it's a great thing. It's hilarious, man. Absolutely hilarious. So that's it, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.